For the longest time, I could remember Soundwave leading the Decepticons in my wars and my battles that I would create. It was alright for me. The small thing that was off, and that was the fact that there was no true leader. Now, he wasn't my fourth character, my fifth character. Heck, he wasn't even my 12th character. One of the reasons being is because he was not only a difficult character to find on store shelves, I had never seen one. And so acquiring him was kind of like a fever dream, actually. It was very, very strange. My mom took me out shopping, and I remember spending the whole day at the mall. Like, it was a really special day to me. You know, my mom and dad were both there. We had the mall's food court, got a tasty treat afterwards, and headed over to the Sears and found some clothes. Looked at the toy aisle, didn't really see anything, you know. Most of the things I had already, it's pretty much what I wanted. When the day came to an end and we started to travel out of the mall, heading towards where we parked our vehicle, we were passing this odd shop that I only had gone into once. It was a collectible specialty store that was only there for a short season. And I remember walking past this store, and my mom had asked if I wanted to go inside. I looked into the store, and it just wasn't my thing, you know, it didn't have that feeling. And I says, no, it's okay. I don't think there's anything in there I want. And so as we were leaving, there was this big picture window with some of the stuff that they had in their store hanging up. And I believe it was my dad that actually saw Megatron hanging in that store window. And when he pointed it out to me, I looked up and I was like, oh my goodness, you know, it was the first time I'd ever seen him in physical form. Of course, he was one of the larger purchases, and I just spent the whole day with my parents, you know, picking up clothes and some other things that I had wanted, you know, for my birthday. And I just thought, in the realm of the possibility of grabbing this thing, it was kind of like, no ways. And so my mom kind of pulled me in there. Hey, let's go check it out. She walked right over to the counter. She looked at the guy and she says, are the things in the window for sale? And the guy says, oh yeah, what were you looking at? She goes, oh, there's the Transformers Megatron. He's like, oh, okay. So he went around the corner, he grabbed the figure, he brought it back behind the register, and it was priced at a higher cost. Well, what I didn't realize growing up was when things get old, they stop selling it. It had become a collector's item because he was part of the first releases. He was on store shelves for so long and then sold out. And then now there he is in the specialty shop. That thing was selling for over $30. And I was like, whoa, that's expensive. My mom and dad were just so like game to getting it for me. And I was just like, wow, it didn't happen very often where I got these really fancy treats, but you know, my parents did really make me feel special when they could. And you know, raising multiple children and not having very much growing up, it was such a beautiful thing that they would sacrifice so much to make us happy. And you know, I really didn't ask for much anyway. I spent a lot of my time doing my own thing, staying out of trouble, and just rather not really asking for much. So I guess during those moments when they saw something that I really liked and whatnot, they put the effort into trying to find that special thing, you know? So I felt special. It was a special occasion. I was just like amazed. But he did explain that it had become a collector's item and they weren't selling them in stores anymore. It was hard to find. I ended up leaving that mall hanging on to a lethal weapon that was used to destroy the heroic Autobots. It was such a freaking cool figure and a memory that makes me so happy. But yeah, I'll never forget it. This was actually the final character from the first 1984 line of Transformers that I got. So I believe I had a total of 5 characters at the time. And it was so fitting because Optimus Prime was my first 1984 character and Megatron was the last 1984 character that I collected. So until the next talk story, see you later.